Press the bell icon and never miss any updates from India Forums.
बिग बॉस सीजन 11 में हो चुका है सरप्राइज इविक्शन। तो आइए आपको मिलवाते हैं लुसिंडा से और जानते हैं उनकी बिग बॉस 11 की जर्नी। सो लुसिंडा, वेलकम टू इंडिया फोरम।
Thank you.
So according to you, surprise eviction was fair or not?
No.
Why?
क्योंकि हम पड़ोसी, we had a task where we had to stay in character. We had to stick to a storyline, and we would have immunity as long as the story was still believed by the housemates.
Yeah.
And I think it was on day 2, Love or Mujabi, they told a couple of the contestants, I'm not sure, I think it was Vikas Gupta and you know, 1 or 2 other people knew. So they said, we're on a secret mission, this is from Big Boss, we're not related, we're not, you know, we're not a family tie, nothing like this. So I came to know, and it put me in a real difficult position. Kyuki Big Boss said, stay in character. Yeah. And so, you know, I could not admit, because the whole house still didn't know, you know, Big Boss. We couldn't communicate with Big Boss to say, what can we do? And so the whole thing was failed because they had admitted to it. So the whole team has been let down. And as a result, you know, it was Sunday's episode, someone said, who knows about the Podusi task? And, you know, I think 2 or 3 people put their hand up. So as a result, the next day, there was this surprise eviction, and one Podusi had to go. And that one Podusi was me. And so I feel really disappointed, and I don't think it was fair because I was not the one to fail the task. I did everything according to what Big Boss had said.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think it was fair, and I think, you know, some of the reasons why I did get nominated weren't valid. You know, a couple of them were the communication barrier, and, you know, बहुत कोशिश कर रही हूँ, मैं हिंदी जल्दी सीख रही हूँ. My Hindi was improving so quickly. I was learning every single day, and I thought I could have been a strong contender. So I don't know the thoughts of what was actually in the mind of the people who eliminated me. Maybe they foresaw me being a stronger contender in the future. So yeah, I think it was unfair, and you know, I don't think I was the one that should have left.
Okay, you were not visible in the show.
Yes.
So do you think being an outsider and language barrier became the prime concern for you?
That was the only concern for me, definitely. And so that's why I was, you know, trying my very best at learning the language, learning Hindi, trying to communicate or, you know, make up for it in other ways, you know, trying very hard to clean, to cook, to get along with everyone. So I was trying to, what I lacked was the communication, the Hindi. And so what I lacked, I was trying to make up in other areas, and with time, my Hindi would have become way, way better. So I'm just very sad that I didn't have that opportunity to let my Hindi come through.
Okay, in previous seasons, contestants like Mandana and Ellie Ibrahim shined in the season. What do you think went wrong for you? Because even they were not that fluent in terms of Hindi.
Well, I think there's a lot of factors that come into play. Kyuki, one is the contestants, so who else is inside the house? Season 11, we've had a lot of strong-minded people, confrontational people. The second thing is this task, the Podosi task, where, you know, I wasn't playing the game. We were meant to be impartial, we were meant to be neutral. So I think that's what made it more difficult for me, being, you know, not strong in Hindi. And so I think if I was there in the game, it would have been a completely different story. It would have been very different. And I think, you know, I watched season 7 and I saw how Ellie was, and I felt like I very much had similar personality traits to her. So, you know, and I liked the way she was. So I thought, you know, if I can still be myself inside the house, then that's my strategy. But we had this task, it failed. There was a sudden eviction. You know, maybe if I had more time, then the public could see who they liked and who they didn't. And they didn't get that opportunity with me. So in that regard, I'm sad. I just think it's situational, and
Yeah.
And it has to do with the contestants.
As you and Love are very close in contention, do you think you deserve to go or Love?
बहुत मुश्किल question क्योंकि there are a lot of different reasons, you know. Ek reason he said is he tried out for Big Boss last year, and it's been his ultimate dream. Like, he wanted it so badly. And then on the other hand, he failed at the task, and he didn't like the character he was. He was playing someone in a relationship with the same gender. So he wasn't comfortable, and if you saw in the episode when he did get the task, he was like, no, don't want to do it. So I think, you know, whereas I was a really, you know, despite the language barrier, I was a really strong contender in terms of I'm very competitive with tasks, and also I didn't admit to the task. So that's my reason. I think there's strong reasons on both ends. But you know, for me being an outsider, I'm just really thankful to have even gotten on the show. So the fact that he wanted it so badly, you know, I mean, I could see that in his eyes too. So I'm understanding, I'm empathetic, and you know, but in terms of the task set, you know, I feel like that was unfair because, you know, I stuck to the task and to the story. So
how was your journey in the Big Boss house, and what will you cherish the most?
The whole experience was just out of this world, and you know, seeing it from the outside is so different to being inside it. You're being filmed for 24 hours of the day, and I think just being so conscious that you're in front of the camera all the time, from being in the bathroom to the kitchen to just sitting down on the couch. And so I guess that's a whole new experience. Like, you know, when do you ever get that sort of experience? So, and the people, it was fun. Everyone was so unique and loud and outspoken. So everyone is really outgoing. And I think maybe, you know, in the first week and even the second week, there's so many fights and confrontation. And maybe that's why I wasn't seen. Like, I'm quite an outgoing, outspoken person anyway, but in comparison to what was happening in the house, it was just not seen.
Okay, Big Boss is a good platform. Would you be open for Bollywood and television?
Oh, 100%. So, my acting experience India is I worked with Balaji. I worked on Pardes Mein Hai Mera Dil. So that was my first acting experience with Hindi dialogue ke saath. Uske baad I've done a Hindi film, Guest in London, and I've also done 2 South Indian Telugu songs. So I've had a bit of experience in the industry in the year that I've been back since 2016. So of course I am so open to doing it. I really want to do a lead role in a film and make history because you know, it is a different culture, and I'm an outsider coming from Australia. So and there's, you know, Australia and India, there's the cricket, and and you know, I'm a yoga teacher, so I really love India. So I want to stay here and I want to experience it as much as possible. And if that means doing films or more TV work, then yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Who do you think deserves to win the show?
Hiten, because Hiten is a nice person. He's very grounded. He's very real, and it's hard to know who's being real and who's not. But with him, it's just, he's very natural, and I think being naturally yourself is what's going to win hearts.
One thing you'll miss about Big Boss?
The one thing I'm going to miss is that I'm not there. Like, I really wanted to stay longer, and you know, I had so much more to show. But the one thing that I'm going to miss is the whole situation from, you know, the contestants that were on the show. I will miss them. I will miss, you know, the Big Boss voice. I'll miss, you know, cooking the Indian food every day and it being a community. And I'm also going to miss the fact that, you know, I was learning so quickly. Every day was a challenge, and I was learning, like, cooking Indian food. I can cook chai. I can make chai now, a really good chai. And I was forced to learn Hindi a lot. And you know, क्योंकि like when I'm outside, the people speak English to me, and then it kind of comes back. So I'm gonna miss. I really want to become fluent in Hindi. So I think I'm gonna miss that. I was on such a rapid learning experience every single day. It was very challenging, and I like that. I think it makes you grow as a person. So I'm gonna miss that. I'm looking forward to the next challenge now.
Okay. Lastly, anything you like to say to the viewers in Hindi, if you want?
In Hindi, बहुत खुश हूँ क्योंकि a big शुक्रिया, thank you, क्योंकि बहुत support और बहुत kind और बहुत अच्छे messages है. So the messages I received are so nice. I want to say a big thank you. मुझे कोशिश कर रही हूँ हिंदी के साथ. मुझे हिंदी सुधार रही हूँ. Abhi, I'm going to try my very best to learn Hindi. I know it's paramount, and I want to make all of you so proud. Thank you all for following me, for supporting me, for sending me such kind messages. मुझे India बहुत पसंद है. I really love India, so thank you very much.
तो ये था बिग बॉस सीजन 11 का सरप्राइज इविक्शन. भाई ये है बिग बॉस, यहाँ तो झटके और सरप्राइजेस आपको मिलते रहेंगे. आप लोग देखते रहिए बिग बॉस सीजन 11 एंड डोंट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब इंडिया फोरम्स ऑन यूट्यूब. दिस इज आशमा चावड़ा साइनिंग ऑफ विद कैमरामैन बाबाजी, इंडिया फोरम्स, मुंबई.
Hi, this is Lucinda Nicholas, and you're watching me on India Forums.